On the 20th of October, something very big happened. Something that people considered was going to change the face of Nintendo entirely for years to come. And I think you know what happened. That's right. The Wii U died. Actually, there's not this dude. Okay, that was stupid. So why then? Why am I saying that now, in 2017, the year where there are 3 other solid consoles on the market that are going to get continuous support? Why am I saying that now is the best time to buy a Wii U? Well, there are 2 main reasons as to why I think that is. Price and back catalogue. I'm sure once the Switch releases, people are going to be listing their Wii U's and like 10 games on eBay for like $200 or something crazy like that. Maybe the prices will be a little too high at the start once the Switch just releases, but I'm sure at least in a few months they will be dropping the price and you'll get a pretty cheap one. But the main reason as to why I think now is the best time to buy a Wii U is because of the extensive library that's already available to you now. You don't have to wait at all. So for this video, I thought it'd be good to outline all of the games that I think are well worth your time if you decide to get a Wii U. For people like me who already own a Wii U, consider this more of a recommendations list for you if you don't know these games already. First up, we have Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. This is a really scary game. I've spent way too long playing this and it's been so fun. I haven't played it since because I've sort of restricted myself from playing it at all. It's a very hard game to get into, I'll tell you that, but once you do, you're going to lose a lot of time, so play it at your own risk. Next up we have Pikmin 3. This is a beautiful game. It's a little shorter than usual Pikmin games, which is a little bit of a shame, but it has a greater emphasis on like improving your score and getting a better time and everything. New Super Mario Bros. U. This is a game that I was very surprised with. I had low expectations from this because after playing the Wii one and the 3DS one, I didn't really like both of them honestly, and I sort of bought this half-assed because there wasn't too much on the launch library for Wii U. But man, this is an amazing game. The levels are so well designed. The overworld works really well. It's such a creative idea to use that. I actually 100% of this. I liked it that much, and man, maybe it was just because there wasn't much else to play. I think that was probably more the reason. Next up, Batman Arkham City Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. This is an amazing game. If you haven't played Arkham City, then you don't have to play this version, but anywhere, just play it. It's such an amazing game. Next up, Mario Kart 8. This, you know what this is. Oh, it's so polished, so polished. But I know that there's another Splatoon. You should probably just get that one if you're getting a Switch. This one, I think it'll just sort of be the inferior version of that, really. Now onto a game that I think is severely underrated. It's a first-party game, but for some reason no one really talks about it. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It's probably the best 2D platformer on the Wii U. It is the best 2D platformer on the Wii U. It's so challenging. It's very hard, but it's so rewarding to play. The designs, the level design, I've not said design a lot. I think just a lot of the Wii U games are really well designed. I think that's why I like them so much. But yeah, I just felt that there were so many levels that I could remember. You know, you play a Mario game or something like that, you can't really remember the levels. But I remember so many levels to this because every level felt slightly different. It had its own unique thing, but not gimmicks. They weren't gimmicks, it was just the design, you know? And they all sort of did something different, and I really like that. It's such a subtle design choice, but it works so well. It's just... Next up we have Bayonetta. This was a game that I bought very reluctantly, sort of half-assed, because I did not mean that. Do I just subconsciously make puns now? Is that what I've reduced to? Yeah, anyway, this is a very good game. Don't judge it because of like sort of how this game is depicted. The game is so deep, so complex, there is so much to it, it's challenging, and it's honestly one of the best action games I've ever played. But it's not quite the best. This is the best. Bayonetta 2 is... like, no words. I played this in a day. Like, it was... I don't think I've played a game that felt so... I don't don't know, so much thought went into every single moment of this game. There is not one single moment, even the start is just completely crazy. So much action going on, and it does not let go of that. It is so consistently good that you just need to play it. I can't explain it. Like, I honestly can't capture how brilliant this is. Just get it. If you own a Wii U, this is probably worth buying a Wii U for. It's probably the best game on Wii U. Next up we have... It's trying to be cool there. This is an essential if you own a Wii U and have not played Wind Waker. Wind Waker is such a good game. This was my first experience with Wind Waker, and honestly, it's so beautiful, this game. The HD remake, it's probably the best looking game I think I've ever played. Yoshi's Woolly World, not much to say about this. I think this is the best game to play if you're looking to play with someone who doesn't usually play games. I think they would really like it. Hyrule Warriors, this is a bit of a shallow game. It is a bit button mashy, but I'd be lying if I said that I didn't enjoy this, because it's so much fun to see, like, you're one person and you slash like, and like 1,000 little monsters like hit the roof. Yeah, but then like 1,000 enemies fly up just because of you. It's really satisfying, and it's just mindless fun. Rayman Legends, I've played this a very, very, very long time, and I got it for so cheap. Like, genuinely, it was about 2 years after this game came out, and it was like $15 or something, 15 Australian dollars, which is nuts. The musical levels are fantastic. Like, honestly, it's just such a unique game. This game I actually got as a present from someone, which was really nice actually. Lego City Undercover. This was something, like, I'm a person who doesn't like Lego games. I've never bought a Lego game. I felt they were a bit too easy, but this one, it's similar. But the thing is that this is a lot different. I feel like that didn't really make sense. But in this one, there's actually like a massive overworld, and it is so much fun to explore. The missions I still didn't really like, but the overworld here, and it's such a funny game as well. Oh my god, it was genuine. It wasn't like a sort of pity laugh. It wasn't like, like, I was genuinely laughing at this game. It's especially for younger people. I think you would really like this. But yeah, the overworld made this for me. It's so much fun to explore, and like, it's a Lego game, but it's so ambitious, and I really like it. And finally, I'm sure you noticed that there was a game missing from this list. Funky Bun. No, we don't talk about that game. No, it's just Smash Bros. Not a big deal. No, but seriously, this is the most played game on my Wii U. Like, it's... The basic Smash gameplay was enough for me to sink in, like, I don't know how long, some ridiculous amount, probably like 400 and something hours. Like, it's ridiculous how much fun this is. And like, you play online and stuff. I wish they had a ranking system, but the online is still fun because it is... I played this with friends, played this online, and every single time it's still as fun as when I first played it, which is, I can't say that about really any other game. So yeah, those are all the games that I think are well worth your time, and that's pretty much all the games I have actually. So, actually, I just remembered that there are some eShop games as well, which are well worth your time. So first one being Runner 2, that's something that I think was an amazing game. That's probably my favorite eShop game. Guacamelee, that's another really, really good game that really surprised me. It's so well made, so well made. Child of Light, beautiful game. It's so well done, and I think you can get it on other consoles, but on Wii U it works really well, as you can sort of touch to, control some things. So, and the last eShop game that I thought was really surprising was, actually no, it's not the last one, that's a lie. Nihilumbra, that's a game I reviewed a while ago, but it's a really good game, and it's pretty cheap, so it's worth your time. It has a good message, I think. Actually, I just remembered that there's another game that I think everyone forgot about actually, was Wii Sports Club. That's a really fun game. It's like Wii Sports with improved motion controls, and it also has online. I just played the free demos, I never really paid for it, but that's a really good game. That's such a fun game, and yeah, it's just fun. And the actual last eShop game is Little Inferno. This is a strange one, and I actually want to talk about it in the future because it's a very boring game. It's ironically boring, which sounds really weird because it doesn't change the fact that it's boring, but it has a really strong message that I think is really powerful. Just play it, and I reckon probably 80% of people won't like it, but it's just something that's not really a game. Don't treat it as a game. It's just something that, I don't know, conveys a message, and I think it's worth your time. I think it's on mobile for pretty cheap, so you can get it there as well. And that's my list. I know there are many other games out there that people really like, and I do want to play a lot of them in the future. I actually made a list of them. There was another big game coming to Wii U. I can't quite remember. It's pretty important, I think. Has horses in it. Oh, it's like someone's breathing on my neck or something. It's a bit wild. That's it. It's right here. It's right here. It's 4th of March. 4th of March. Wow, that's awfully close to the release of the Switch. What else is coming out on the 3rd of March? 3rd of the March. 3rd of March. That's also the release of. I'll just look up what's coming out on the. Just Dance 27. Oh yeah, Zelda 2. Yeah. Definitely forgot about that. Definitely not hyped. What's this? This isn't Just Dance. Why is this on my wall? I'm not gonna rip that. I printed that. So I guess the point of this video was just to sort of encourage you guys to know that, you know, the Wii U, it's dead, but that's a good thing. Never thought I'd say that. But I think it's important to remember that good games are always good games. So even though these games that I talked about are, you know, a year or so old, they're still great and worth your time if you haven't played them. And since the Switch is coming out and the Wii U price drop is pretty much inevitable, this is the best time to pick up a Wii U. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.
It's here. It's working. It's working again. Oh.
It actually, like, the plastic just almost completely came off and I just pushed it back and it stayed blurry the whole time, but, well, it stayed blurry the whole time, but now it's okay. It's okay.
What do you have to say for yourself? Why don't you grab the camera? You're the closest one. Yes, that's exactly what a guilty person would say.